Hello and welcome to the replay. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. This is Craig Joseph of Two Dove Birds Travel, and I will be presenting to you tonight some ways that you can turn your wedding from an expense to a way of actually making some money. Is it guaranteed that you can use these tips to pay off your wedding? No, but it will make a significant dent in the overall expense, or you may even come out in the black, which would be awesome. So, as I said, my name is Craig Joseph. As of today, I've been married 2,083 days. Why do I know this? I'll tell you in a little bit. All right, so thank you all for joining in. Please share this live to anyone who you believe can benefit from this. So anyone you know who's recently engaged, anyone you know who's actually planning a wedding, or someone you know who's planning on popping the question. So let me give you a little bit of backstory. So as I said, I've been married over 2,000 days now. However, that turns into years. And during the planning process, it was pretty fun, but annoying, all at the same time. And I know myself and my wife, we did all the planning together. I may be getting some guys in trouble right now, but I'm just that kind of guy. I wanted, if it's supposed to be representative of me and her, I wanted to be a part of everything. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of what we went through in the planning process, some tips that you can use for yourself in your own planning process. Take what you need, leave what you don't. And then I'm going to reveal a resource that if we had it at the time of doing our wedding, it would have not only saved us money, but made us like probably a decent amount of money, maybe enough to even cover the wedding itself. All right, so that being said, enough story time. About to get right into the content. Thank you again for coming in. If you're coming in right now, again, share this out to anyone you know who is engaged or in the process of planning their wedding, especially if it's like a destination wedding or a cruise wedding or something like that. I'll go deeper into those two kind of weddings in a minute, but a little bit about our story. So my wife and I, when we were getting married, we had already relocated to Delaware. She's from Baltimore, I'm from New York. Delaware was our happy medium. So that meant a lot of family had to come in from out of town. But before that, we had to have a easy way of getting information out to everyone. So we were looking online and we tried out a bunch of things. It was like, we should have a wedding website. That is a streamlined, easy way for us to get the information out. We're both very particular people, so that process of designing the website and getting exactly the way we wanted to, it's a couple of weeks. A couple of weeks of like really getting it fine-tuned to where we wanted it, but it's a very simple process, very easy. We use a website called mywedding.com. By the way, I do not get paid for telling you any of these resources that I'm sharing right now. It's just something that I feel is useful. And actually our mywedding.com page is still up and running. That's how I knew I've been married 2,083 days as of today. Because I checked that page and it had a countdown timer to when you will get married, and then the day of your wedding, it's like, congratulations, your wedding day. And then afterwards it tells you how long you've been married since that day. So that's pretty cool, right? I agree. So on the website, we had our wedding party, we had our before how we met story, our individual stories. We had a streamlined place just for RSVPs so that we would know exactly who RSVP'd. We had a strict cutoff date for when the RSVPs were supposed to be in. We also had an accommodation section and a registry section. Those proved totally invaluable. Instead of having to repeat the same thing over and over and over again, we're like, it's on the website. Which hotels you guys blocked off again is on the website. Where you guys registered is on the website. So having that website, just to point people to, it's definitely a great resource. If you're in the midst of the planning stages pretty early on or something like that, definitely go for it. So yeah, we used mywedding.com, created a website, awesome resource. Stress ourselves out, but we love the results. We had music playing in the background, like it had a really good feel. It really represented us and the theme of our wedding in a great way. So I mentioned all this for a reason. If you are doing these things, you already have a structure to use the resource I'm about to talk to you about now. What is that resource? Travel. So no matter if you're planning your bachelor party or if you are like going down to Atlantic City or going all the way across the country to Vegas, if you have to have people fly in to your wedding, or if you have to have a couple of rooms blocked off for people coming in from out of town, if you have a destination wedding and you have to have rooms blocked off for everybody, if you're having a cruise wedding, and again, you have to take into account those people who will actually be there on the cruise with you. Are you going to have your ceremony before disembarkation? There's so much to think about. There's so much. And I've told many people this. If you are planning your wedding and you don't have that moment where you're like, we should just elope, forget all this, let's just run away, you're not doing it right. You're going to be stressed. So to take one less stress off your plate, things you're going to do anyway, like blocking off a select amount of rooms for your guests, why not get paid for it? Why not have the ability to get a commission? Someone is getting that commission. Why not you? It makes sense, right? So everything that I tell you, like if it makes sense, ask me more about it. We'll have a full discussion about it. I'll go as deep as you want me to go. Pause. If it doesn't make sense, leave it. Let it fly. Don't even bring it up. So we had a section on our mywedding.com website that said accommodations. We did 2 hotels. The hotel that my wife stayed in the night before the wedding, which was really nice. And then another hotel that was a little less expensive. So for the fancier hotel, the Hotel DuPont, there was a special code for our group. So we had the code and everything on the website, easy for people to look up, boom. For the other hotels, the Sheraton, very close by to where the Hotel DuPont is, that was about like $110 a night, so it was about $30, $40 cheaper. That had a direct link. We liked them because they had a direct link. We just put the link on the website, boom. So all that legwork we did to make that happen, if we were part of a host agency and we were certified travel agents, we would have got commissions for stuff we were already doing, using the infrastructure that we already had. Insane, right? So that's one of the major ways that you could really capitalize off of a resource of having a host travel agency that you're under while doing stuff for yourself. There's no rule saying that as a travel agent, you cannot do things that are personal for yourself and get paid for it. In fact, that's one of the ways most people get in. It's like, you know what? I gotta do some traveling. And I'm tired of Expedia, Priceline, all these people getting my commissions. I want some of my commission too. And that's how it works out. Excuse the random southern voice, I don't know where that came from. Anyway, I digress. So we had our ceremony. It was awesome. Great time. Then we had to pay the bill. But we did it. A few months after that, we went on our honeymoon cruise, which was amazing. In fact, it was actually right when Sandy was moving up the East Coast, Hurricane Sandy. So we flew over Sandy into Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and then we got on our cruise ship. And while it was barreling down on good old Delaware and New Jersey and New York, we were in Key West. Sorry, not sorry. The only thing that would have made that better was, again, this resource I'm telling you about. If we were able to get a commission check afterwards, that would have helped out a little bit to get between 10 to 15% back from what we spent on that cruise just because we took the cruise. Pretty legit, right? But let's say you're not a cruise person and you want to do your honeymoon somewhere else. Any kind of travel you're doing, especially if you have, let's say, a membership, it's insane how much you can save. And I'm not talking about off-brand places. I'm talking places like Secrets, RIU, Grand Palladium, Atlantis, or you can go to Dubai, or you go to Santorini. I saw a deal for Santorini that was about $2,000 off the public price today. Like, no brainer, right? So resources like that, while you have them under your belt, they lighten the load of things that you're already doing. And you have the ability to make sure that your party, those people who are already looking to support you and your significant other on their new endeavors, they can just go to your wedding website and find your links. So find a link that they can use to book where you told them to book. And you always have those hard-headed people. Those people who always want to find their own thing and be different from the crowd. You also will have the ability to just send them to a private website that's tied to you. They have to log in, so that way it is tied to you and you get credit. And if they ask, why do I have to log in? I don't have to log into Expedia. It's like, this is private pricing. And you want the credit to go to me, right? You go to my wedding. So you might as well support me by saving money off of the website you're going to look at by using my website, and helping a brother and or sister out. Makes sense, right? Yeah. So you can have, let's say you have two hotels that you're using, that you're blocking off. You call up the guest services, you talk to events and planning or the group sales department. You say, my name is, hello, my name is Craig Joseph. I'm planning a wedding for the Joseph party, and we have about 30 rooms that we need to have blocked off for blah, blah, blah date. This is my CLIA number, blah, blah, blah. They take that information, they take your name, you put that into your back office. Those rooms, each one that comes in that's booked, guess what? That is a commission that you're getting. They are paying for their plates just by staying there. Awesome, isn't it? And for those hard-headed people, you have that link that they can just go to. They log in, they look at whatever hotel they want to stay at that fits their star quality as well as their price, and they're definitely going to save money, because 80 to 95% of the time people save money using that website anyway. So whatever they save, you get back as a cash reward. That's just more money into the new joint pocket that you have. And speak from experience, the more money you have in that little joint pocket to start off with, the easier the planning gets with starting your new life with your significant other. Cool. Did I touch on all the things that I said I was going to touch on? I talked about my life a little bit. I gave you guys a great wedding website that you can use to make a customized wedding website, and it's totally free. Definitely use that. I talked to you about the benefits of having a travel membership, of having a host agency that you're under, as well as if you had your own virtual portal to save people money on travel. Cool. So I talked to you about all the resources. At this time, I want to be really respectful of your time. I want to make sure that you're getting the most out of this. So I'm going to end this video here. That way we can talk offline about your specific needs and what you got most out of this, and then we can go from there. Thank you so much for your time tonight. Again, if this was valuable to you in any way, shape, or form, and I wasn't just rambling on, share this with someone who you know who's recently engaged or getting married or really has been like stressing themselves out about their wedding and they just need a good laugh. Whatever it is, share it to them, let them know, and I thank you again for your time. This is Craig Joseph of 2 Dove Birds Travel signing off. I'll holla.